Hi everyone, let's solve the next question in the SQL 50 series, which is managers with at least 5 direct reports. In this question, we have a table called employee, which talks about all the employees, their ID, their name, the department in which they work, and their manager ID. We have to find a list of all such managers who have at least 5 employees under them. So let us look at the input table. Uh, so the employees are John, Dan, James, Amy, Anne, and Ron. Except John, all of these employees are reporting to manager who has the ID 101. And if we look for 101, we can see that it is John. So hence my output becomes John. So what we'll do in this question, that we'll be performing a self join, and my join condition will be ID on manager ID. So my manager is an employee of the same company, so whatever ID I have over here, I will always have that in my ID column also, and through that ID we can find the name of the manager as well. Let us look at a simple use case to understand this. Okay, so let's say this is the employees and this is the manager combination. So all my employees are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. My employee 1 reports to 5, employee 2 reports to 3, 3 reports to none, and my 4 reports to, let's say, 3, and 5 reports again to none. Okay, and again over here I will have and over here we also have the name of the employee. So let's assume the names are A, B, C, D, E. Okay, and in my second table, let me just consider the list of all employees, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So what I'll be doing is I'll be joining this column from the first table with this column on the second table. So let us start doing it. So for the first row, my manager ID is 5, and 5 is not equal to 1, 5 is not equal to 2, not equal to 3, not equal to 4, but here my join condition will match. So my output is the employee, the manager, and the name. Yes, so my output is 5, 5. So the employee ID is 1, the manager ID is 5, and the name of the employee is A. Okay, for my second row over here, 3, my 3 does not match with 1, my 3 does not match with 2, it matches with 3. So my output is 2, 3, and the name of 2 is B. Okay, And again my 3 does not match with 4, it does not match with 5. Now for 3 we do not have a manager, so it's none. For 4 again my manager is 3, it doesn't, so 3 does not match with 1, it does not match with 2, it matches with 3. So my next output is 4, 3, and the name for 4 is D. So D. And again 3 does not match with 4, it does not match with 5. And for my last row, my 5 does not have any manager. So this is my final output. Now we have a list of all the employee and managers combination. So under manager 5 I have A, and under manager 3 I have B and D. So let's start writing the query for this. So let us take the employee table, and this one is the table from which we will take the IDs. So let me take one table as M and my other table as E, and my join condition will be M dot ID equals to E dot manager ID. And what all we'll select, we need the manager ID, and in the question we have to output the name of the manager. So let's take M dot name, and then we'll take a count of all the managers, so all the employees under the manager. So count of employees, so count of E dot ID. Okay, and as we have used an aggregate function over here, so let me group it by both of them. So M dot ID and M dot name. So this becomes my basic structure. Let me put it into a CTE. Okay, and let me put a condition here itself that the count of IDs should be greater than or equal to 5, because it's written at least 5 direct reports. So we need to have 5 and more than 5. So yes, this becomes my CTE, and after that I will just output all the names from my CTE. Let us run it and see. Okay, so our solution has been accepted. Now let's submit and see if all test cases have passed. Yes, so all the test cases have passed also. So this is a very common kind of question in a SQL interview. What happens that you can get a question like this, where we have to find a list of a count of employees under each manager. A question like where we have to find a combination of employee and the manager. So everywhere the same approach will be followed, and it's just that the basic structure will be same, and with little tweaks in the query we can find out the solution to the question.